Summer fun, new faces, and of course some July 4th festivities as well, all topping this edition of the Red Couch Rewind. Welcome in. I'm your host, Melissa Bruner. This is where we recap some of the top interviews and guests you have met on Eye on Northeast Kansas, the TV show, which we bring to you live Monday through Friday, 4 o'clock Central Time from our WIBW studios in Topeka, Kansas. Of course, you can watch it live streaming on our website and digital platforms as well. We start this week with the Shawnee County Treasurer, Susan Duffy. She's made a few changes in her office for the summer months, all designed to make things easier for you. And she also filled us in on a change that's happening statewide that could make your next driver's license renewal visit a little bit easier. Here's what she had to say. Welcome to you.
Well, thank you, Melissa. Always glad to be here.
Well, you call it a summer special, although you want to make clear it does not mean you get a discount on your vehicle tags.
There are no discounts in the treasurer's office, but we have heard that folks would like us to be open before 8 o'clock in the morning. And we would love to be, but we don't have the funds to do that. We don't receive any mill levy money for our motor vehicle operations, unlike other counties. So we operate by what we collect. And that is that $5 facility fee that folks pay when they come in. But this summer, we're able to open on Fridays only, at 7:30 at both our locations in the courthouse and also at 5938 Southwest 17th, right there by Applebee's.
17th and Wanamaker.
17th and Wanamaker. So head out early on Fridays. And if you are H&I, last name H&I, you expire the end of the month. And I strongly suggest you come in now. We're always busy that last week. But first of all, I'd really like to encourage folks, make an appointment. Go to the website, Shawnee County Treasurer. It's so easy. I can do it.
And that way you kind of have reserved your spot in line.
We have, yes, and you can do it in advance. Now this week we're full up on renewals.
Okay.
But starting next Monday, we have 80 per site. It's 80 reservations.
Okay.
Each day.
Oh, each day. Okay.
Each day. So you sign up. That means you walk in the door. You're signed up. We just call your number and you go right to it, and you are then back out the door. And a lot of those go unused every week. So go out there, sign up. You have your choice of renewals, titles, or other. And sign up, put your name, put your number in, your cell phone number, and we will also remind you need to come out. And so it's just so simple, and it makes everything a lot easier.
And I had to go in person this year, and that's the thing too. Online, oh my goodness gracious. I was so disappointed when I had to go in person. But then I asked why. I'm like, why couldn't I do this online this time around? And they looked, and there was a reason, and you told me the reason, and okay, we're fine. Now, hopefully next year that means I should be able to renew online. But it was, I made the appointment. It was for one of the first things in the day. And of course, as you're all sitting out there, your staff was really good. They went past and they asked, do you have an appointment? And that's how they handed out those first numbers. It wasn't just because somebody was sitting in the hallway, we all just got numbers willy-nilly. They asked, do you have the appointment? And if you did, then you got those first numbers.
That is correct. And so I just encourage people to do that. The other thing that we are going to offer, beginning July 1, a lot of times we send folks back out to the glove box to bring in their insurance.
The proof of insurance.
Proof of insurance. Well, guess what? July 1, that will be online. So every insurance company is required by law to be online, and it will be ready July 1.
Oh, I was wondering how this worked. Is there something that we need to tell our insurance companies to do? But this is automatic.
It's automatic. They've been working on this for a year, working with Vicki Schmidt in the insurance office, and it will be statewide. So no longer do you have to say, oh, I forgot it, or I can't find it on my phone. We have it. And so if it happens the day before, we have it. And that information will be there, and it will load to your account.
What are we going to have to tell the folks in the office in order for you to be able to look it up? Do we need to know our policy number or anything like that? Or just
nothing. Okay. You come in, and just like you do, you register with your name. If you're renewing, you've got your form or not. We look you up. We have all that information. You don't have to say anything.
Now, is that going to be universal to all counties in Kansas?
All counties in Kansas.
So it's not just a Shawnee County announcement you have today. This is for everybody.
Everybody, all 105 counties. And the story is, it's kind of out there anyway. A lot of the large companies are already doing this, but this will be everybody.
Okay, well that's good
regardless.
news, because you also do, I will say, your folks always, when you walk into the Shawnee County Treasurer's office, the first thing is this first person who's almost like the greeter. The concierge, if you will. And they make sure that you have all your stuff.
Yes.
So that you don't sit there for an hour wait. Well, hopefully you try not to make people wait for an hour.
Yes.
But you sit there and you wait, then you finally get up to the counter and they're like, oh, nope, sorry. You've wasted your time, basically, because you don't have all these things. They let you know right away.
Yes, they do. And that is their job, to make sure that you do have everything. Every once in a while, we do have to send you out, but we also let you cut back in line. So if we have to send you out,
is it still like that orange piece of paper or something?
Yeah, there is just something, or the signature is not complete. We'll send you out, but we send you out with a number, and then you can come back and we'll let you have your place back in line. And so it's not like, oh, I've got to wait again. No, you don't. We sent you out, and you can cut in line then.
So a couple good reminders. Remember to
Yes.
go to their website so you can make an appointment in Shawnee County. Open at 7:30 a.m. on Fridays through Labor Day. And then, of course, for all counties, they can just look your vehicle proof of insurance up now on the electronic system. All good to know. Susan Duffy, appreciate you.
Well, we are so glad to serve. Also, just to let folks know, property tax was due May 11th. You're getting delinquency letters this week.
Okay, just
I
bear,
am so
just
sorry.
such a ray of
I am
sunshine.
the bearer of bad news.
Thank
but
you, ma'am.
You are
We'll all
getting
take care of it.
Give us a call if you have a question. Give us a call or
You
a
got it.
concern.
Some interesting developments with the Shawnee County Treasurer, again, all with you in mind, making your life a little bit easier. Paying attention to your mental health also can make your life easier. And when you talk about wrapping services around a community, mental health takes center stage. Tricia Sublette with Scent, an organization that serves Southeast Topeka, and really anyone who is interested, had a visit with my co-anchor David Oliver recently about why they feel mental health is so important.
Good to see you again, Tricia. Welcome in.
Thank you so much for having me.
Before we get into the mental health work that you all do at Scent Topeka, let's remind our viewers what Scent Topeka is all about.
Yeah, sure. Scent stands for Strengthening and Equipping Neighborhoods Together, and we are a non-religious community development nonprofit in the Highcrest community, working on holistic transformation of our neighborhood through loving relationships and strategitic development.
Right, and that includes mental health, because
mental health.
that matters in a neighborhood. What are some of the things you're doing over there to help?
Yeah, so in 2020, the leadership at Scent said, if we want to holistically change our neighborhood, we better not ignore that mental health piece. So I came on and I started the department with kind of the goal of what are some of the big barriers that prevent people from accessing that support. Accessibility and affordability were two of the top ones, so we really worked on overcoming some of those barriers. So income and distance and wait lists wouldn't prevent somebody from getting that support.
What are the wraparound services you all offer over there at Scent? I know it's quite varied.
It's quite a long list. Yes, we have worked really hard to build a holistic resource center for families. We really want people in our building just once a week. So when you come for mental health, you can also access a number of other things, including our food pantry. We have a clinic. We have substance use. We have a really strong neighbor advocacy team. We also have chiropractic, massage therapy. We have someone who can help with workforce development. We have a housing development area as well, and just
everything.
A whole lot of things, yeah.
What kind of results have you seen as a result of this focus that you have put on mental health with your services? So
mental health funnels into so much of the need in a family. I kind of was thinking, which comes first, the chicken or the egg? Do the mental health problems create other challenges like holding down steady relationships or jobs, or do those create more mental health? It's both and. So we really have to focus on the mental health along with stability in housing, food insecurities, medical needs, all of those things, because they tie so much together. If I don't feel good, then my mental health isn't good, and I don't treat people around me as well, and things like that. So really they just go hand in hand. And so having that resource where I see somebody struggling, and just today I said, hey, I can hook you up with my coworker who does workforce development.
Okay.
You can talk with them about your resume or working on that job applications, that kind of thing. So just having it all in one building creates such an access point and decreases that barrier of running around town to so many appointments just to get all the things that my family needs.
And you never know how that one interaction that you just mentioned that you had today might really touch someone and make a difference in their life, because we always talk about none of us know what anybody else is going through, and kindness can really go a long way.
Yeah, absolutely. And so many times we've encountered somebody and they're like, oh, I didn't even know that was actually a thing, or I didn't know that resource was available. And so being able to have so many different experts in different areas has benefited so greatly, and mental health is just one little drop in that bucket.
Have you had more people come in and ask for this type of help and support because this is such a part of our mainstream conversation these days? Is it kind of growing?
We never have a lack of inquiries for mental health services. Our other teams also listen and recommend, hey, would you like to talk to somebody more about that? And we have a couple of things that we do really well. We have a really short or no wait list. We try to get people in as quick as possible. We also have a 24-hour policy of turnaround, like, hey, when somebody calls, we call them back or we email them back within 24 hours, because every person has infinite dignity, value, and worth, and they deserve that touch point from a human being to figure out, are we the best fit? And if we're not, hey, let us help find that person who can support you with that need.
I went through a little orientation breakfast over at Cent maybe a month or two ago, and you all really do so much more than just what we have just scratched the surface with here today. If you'd like more information, go to your website, correct?
Yes, we do those partnership hours once a month on a Friday. It's just 1 hour. We give you a tour, introduce you to some of the areas that we work on, and we love having people come through.
It was eye-opening for me, and it would be for anybody else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tricia, thanks for coming in. We appreciate all that Cent is doing.
Thank you so much.
All right, have a good rest of your day.
Head to the Cent Topeka website if you'd like to learn more about them. We had a very cool visitor in town recently, Nancy Lieberman, the Hall of Fame basketball player and coach. She was visiting the Boys and Girls Club of Topeka for what her charitable foundation had to do with a gift and dedication that they had. I had a chance to catch up with Nancy Lieberman when she was in town. Dreams are coming true today at the Topeka Boys and Girls Club. The Adams Club is where we are at. They're in the midst of some renovations, and this dream court is already here. The name on the court is Nancy Lieberman, and Nancy herself is with us today. Hi. Welcome to you.
Thank you. So great to be here at the Adams Club with my new friends. I could use you guys this weekend when the Big Three starts, okay, if you want to play.
You coach in the Big Three,
I do.
Which, you guys, Nancy Lieberman is kind of a big deal. Not only are you a Hall of Famer in your own right, you coach in this men's league, and you've won championships. You're kind of a little bit of a groundbreaker.
Well, they call you a pioneer, a trailblazer, but yeah, I mean, I was the second female coaching in the NBA with the Sacramento Kings. I coached in the WNBA, and these last 8 years I've been in the Big Three. My boss is Ice Cube, and Team Power did win the championship. But, you know, players win championships. I'm glad to be a part of something special.
And you're also part of something special here today, because these could be the future championship players. What is the Dream Court all about? This is the 140th Dream Court dedicated in the nation, first one in Kansas.
For me, it was a dream to be on a court. You know, once I got between these lines growing up in New York City, I was no longer the poor little white redheaded girl with no father and no food and, you know, no heat and electricity. The guys were very protective of me, and if you can ball in New York, go Knicks, congratulations.
Oh, I do notice that the court is kind of Knicks colors.
It is. We waited 53 years, but to be able to put these courts all around the country and let kids know that this is a safe place for them. They can come out, they can have friendships, they have accountability, responsibility. Now you get to take care of your court. It's not my court, it's yours. And we're just using this for educational opportunities, kids and cops. There's so many different elements on being on a dream court. And we've got over 5.5 million children a year on them. So this makes me really happy.
Are you guys happy? What do you think of the court?
It's good.
Really good? It's good? Okay, so they needed to be in this segment because, especially this young man, they got skills, right? So show us your skills.
Let me see what you got. All right, I'll do a drill, then you do a drill, okay? So you're down here. So you put the ball right here. Oops, sorry, I need
All right, can you guys all try it?
Here we go. You're putting the ball through your legs, one hand only.
Nice.
Okay, nice. I like it.
And I think we have just seen the first lesson on the Nancy Lieberman Dream Court at the Adams Club. Thank you so very much for being here and for dedicating this court. She's been teaching the kids how to spin the balls.
Just like this.
Just like that. She was so kind interacting with all those kids and had a full-on clinic a little bit later after the dedication ceremony was over. So big thanks to Nancy Lieberman and her charitable foundation for the new court that they have out in the Boys and Girls Club over on Southeast Adams Street, the Adams Club location. I want to tell you about one July 4th festivity before we take a quick break. This is the Kansas 250 Commission. The Kansas 250 Commission has been having events for America's 250th birthday all around the state, and they're like, we cannot leave out our state capitol building. So we at WIBW are proud to be partnering with them and the Greater Topeka Partnership to make this possible. It is a Capitol concert at the Kansas State House Thursday evening, July 2nd. We had State Senator Brenda Dietrich and Rosa Cavazos, who both are part of the Kansas 250 Commission, pay a visit to let us know what you can expect. Exactly. So this is super fun. First of all, the Kansas, whichever one of you wants to address this, the Kansas 250 Committee, what have you been doing all of this year to get us ready and excited?
So I'll be happy to address that, because the Kansas 250 Commission, it was, we're in statute. We were created in 2023. And so our goal has been to plan activities for the semi-quincentennial, which is the 250th. Hard word, but you know what it means. Yeah. So we've been working with the commission. There are 20 of us on the commission, 6 legislators. And so we're doing things all across the state, but one of the big signature events is what could we do around the 4th of July in Topeka, our state capital, to be exciting and to bring out the community. So that's probably been the most interesting and exhausting thing we've been working on.
So what did you come up with? What did we come up with?
Well, we are actually having the symphony come and perform at the state capitol, and we are so excited because it's never been done before, and they've been great to work with. And it's open, it's free to everyone. It will be on July 2nd. It will start at 7 o'clock with all the pre-ceremonies, and then at 8 o'clock the symphony will begin to play.
Who else is going to be there besides the symphony?
Oh, there are a lot of people that are going to be there. And I brought flags.
Thank you. We have to get in the spirit for this.
Because we have reenactors, and we have the Sons of the American Revolution and Boy Scouts who will be walking around passing out about 1,500 of these small flags to the community who comes to listen to this concert. So starting about 6:30 or so, they'll continue until we run out of flags. So that's one fun thing that we're doing. But at 7 o'clock, go ahead, Rosa.
Yeah, at 7 o'clock we will have our Kansas Poet Laureate that will be there. We also have you, of course, that is emceeing.
Yeah, David, Oliver, and I are going to be there together.
Very excited about. The governor will also be there for a short time as we present her with a Kansas 250 commemorative coin.
Capital City Chorus.
Yes, the Capital City Chorus.
That's
actually for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, you
so
picked one.
So I'm going to pull this side of it up, and it's kind of small, so we'll see if we can get a shot of it. But otherwise, it's got a sunflower, and the logo that you see on the screen is on the coin, and the state seal is on the back.
Yes. So we have tons of food trucks that will also be there. Our
big water truck.
Big water truck, our mobile visitor center. Coca-Cola is also a proud sponsor of America 250, so they will also have some Coca-Colas that we will be giving away that commemorate America 250 as well. So it's just going to be a great big party, family friendly.
Are there some surprises in store?
Oh, I think so. But we might not be able to communicate all of them to you.
Okay.
But right after the national anthem, there'll be something in the sky you should pay attention to.
That's what I was getting at. Not fireworks, though. We're not going to have fireworks as part of this, but there's something else.
Not, because we're downtown.
Yes.
And then after the symphony will start their concert around 8 o'clock, and then you'll see at some point during the evening the Capitol building will be lit, red, white, and blue. You'll have the water fountains in front of the Judiciary Center, and docking will also be red or blue or white.
Are they going to turn them on?
They are.
Yes.
Because there's been some conservation, so they're not always on in the summer months. So,
right. So I think it'll be something pretty special that people will really get excited about. And then at the very end, the last song, you saw the list of the songs that the symphony's playing, 1812 Overture. You know what happens at the very end of that?
Cannons.
Well, a big boom.
A big boom. A big boom. So it's going to be so fun. And yes, I was asking about the list because it's all patriotic music. I know we're trying to work out something special for the national anthem as well, and that's not finalized yet, but we are hoping that it takes place. But I will say you should vote for Justin Aaron, who is our local Star Spangled Sing-Off winner. Go to WIBW.com/contest because we want him to make the Final Four, which is going to be announced on, I think, the 3rd of July, who makes the Final Four. But you have to vote in order to get Justin there. But this is just so special. How special has it been to be planning this celebration?
You know, from my perspective, it's been fabulous. And thank goodness Visit Topeka stepped up to help with this because there are so many logistical things. It's not like your high school band concert. It's well beyond that.
Yes.
And so just arranging all of the festivities, the activities, that we're going to, have to block off some streets around the capitals, just to make sure that it's safe when we encourage them to bring chairs or blankets or whatever to come and watch the concert. There's going to be a common consumption area in front of the Celtic Fox. So it's, this is all about celebrating America and Kansas's role in this, and it's just a wonderful time to be, celebrating who we are and how far we've come.
I'm so excited. Join us July 2nd. Like I said, David, you're right. David and I are going to MC the event. We're excited to be there, excited to hear the symphony in that beautiful setting on the Capitol grounds. Rosa, Senator Deitcher, thank you both so very much.
Thank
Appreciate you. That should be a super fun evening, so make sure you make plans to join us Thursday evening, July 2nd at the Kansas Capitol building. We have a few more 4th of July activities to tell you about, and you'll meet the new face heading up the Sunflower State Games when your Red Couch Rewind returns. Welcome back into the Red Couch Rewind. The Sunflower State Games have been a staple all around the state of Kansas for decades now. They bill it as the state's largest amateur athletic event. At one point, they had grown to close to 40 different activities that you could take part in and sign up for. Over the past few years, especially as the COVID pandemic took a toll and they had to scale back, it is now a lot less events, fewer than a dozen this year. However, they have a new man in charge. Rob Hayes recently retired as principal of Topeka High School. Very avid runner, very record-setting runner as well, we might add. He now is the new executive director of the Sunflower State Games. So he paid a visit to our studios along with Damon Shore, who's head of their board of directors, to talk about their vision for rebuilding. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you very much.
And if you're thinking, isn't that Mr. Hayes? Yes, you had you were retired for about a minute.
Right, exactly.
Longtime educator, Topeka Public Schools, Topeka High assistant principal. Is that
correct? Yes.
The position you retired from? Why hop right back into doing something like this?
That's the perfect transition into retirement for me. I've been an athlete all my life. I love community events. I've always admired the state games, and when this opportunity came, it was something that I told the board that if it's there, I'd be very interested in it. And it was there, and the right time at the right place. And
because you're not new to the games. How have you been involved with the games?
Yeah, well, I've been a participant in years past in a variety of different things. The road races and the adventure races and things like that. But for the past 4 years, I've also been a board member as well. I had been the race director for the 5K, 10K, and shortly right after that, I joined the board and been a part of it. And so, yeah. Very excited.
When we think about the games right now, Damon, I mean, because if you look back, maybe even just 5 years ago, right before COVID, it had grown to, I'd say, close to 40 events, a lot smaller than that now. So what is the state of the state games?
We're in a transition period, and it was a no-brainer when Rob had mentioned that he was interested in the executive director role with his service to the community, the board already, and his passion for the running community. So when he wanted to step in on that, we chose to go that route with his already proven leadership as an educator. And now the games are gaining traction. We're already looking at bringing back events in 2027. And this year is a qualifying year for our seniors for nationals. So. And
the senior games also fall under the umbrella. They're in closer to fall, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
The Sunflower State Games that we know and love, you actually have them underway. Track and field was last weekend.
That's right.
What other events are actually on the agenda this year?
We have, this weekend is a busy weekend for us. We got horseshoes, we have the swimming event, and then the
Wrestling
tournament.
Yeah.
Yes, the wrestling tournament, and we're very fortunate that we've had some commissioners come on and drive those events for us. You can see their passion to grow, and hopefully they sustain in years to come for us.
And on the website, and you had said, Rob, that this is going to be updated, that there is a basketball tournament.
That's correct.
You
Yes.
do have a date set for it now.
Yes.
Yes.
Youth basketball?
Youth
or-
basketball,
okay.
July 11th and 12th. And Christian Olsacker, once again, is our commissioner. He's doing a fantastic job. Website needs to be updated, but it's pretty well set to go.
Okay.
And talking to Christian, and we're excited about that.
And I think
Very
you've got
much so.
some powerlifting and badminton that's going to be a little bit later on in the schedule as well. So, but that's
right.
not the number of events.
No.
I imagine.
No.
What is the vision? Where do we go from here? What do you foresee by next year? Maybe we'll have back on the plate again.
Well, as many events as we can take on and be efficient at and be good at. What's really exciting is the fact that we have participants who have reached out to us and said, hey, what about this event coming on? We have former commissioners that are contacting us and saying, hey, we'd like to be a commissioner again. And because of that, we know that there's a level of excitement out there. We don't want to just put something out there where we're trying to have to fight for participants or fight for finding commissioners, but we have a built-in, it feels like, group of commissioners and participants from the past that are excited to get us going. And so I think we'll grow pretty quickly, pretty fast through the years.
Well, and I think that probably an important point to make here when it comes to, well, why don't you just bring everything back? You're like a staff of one and maybe a half, right? I mean, it's not like this is a huge organization of paid people. It's a big grassroots, I imagine, Damon.
Yes.
You rely on volunteers.
We do. Commissioners is the role that drives the event. So they have the passion. They sign up with us. The executive director partners with them, and then we can host that event for them. So every event's a 1-to-1 ratio when it comes to commissioners. So if you're passionate about a sport and you want to try to build it within our organization, then reach out to us. We'll be glad to partner with you. And then going forward, we've already increased our board. We've got 4 new board members, so they're bringing a different perspective. And we're just really excited where we are today compared to where we started at the beginning of the year.
Why are the games so important, Rob? Why do you believe in them?
Well, they carry such a tremendous tradition. It's not just here in Topeka, but statewide. Again, those people I talk about, they're coming to me from all parts of the state, inquiring about their interest in participating and being a commissioner. And so, you know, we are blessed in the sense that these games are set on a foundation that's pretty solid, and we just hope to build on that foundation and remodel. I don't know if necessarily remake, but remodel for sure, to the extent that we're back to the same numbers we were, and maybe even some exciting, fresh new ideas.
I like it. I like it. So we'll have a torch lighting next year again, right?
Yeah.
We'll get back to a torch light, and maybe the road race will be back.
That's right.
That was kind of a signature event for a while.
I'm looking forward to digging into bringing that back again.
Okay, we'll see what happens next year. But for this year, here's the slate of events: swimming, horseshoes, wrestling, all this weekend. Powerlifting July 11th. That's also when they said that youth basketball tournament will be. Badminton coming up at the end of July, 1st of August, and then Sporting Clays is going to take place over 2 weekends in the beginning of August as well. Rob, Damon, thank you both so very much.
Thank you.
We'll
Thank
get
you.
folks the contact information on the website for everything. Appreciate you. So again, as they said, there are a few activities still left this summer, and then the senior games are taking place this fall, so you can check out what options are available there, and then look for next summer as they make plans to bring back some of those favorite events with the Sunflower State Games. The July 4th activities around the nation really will be big this year as America celebrates its 250th birthday. There are a lot of fun things going on around Northeast Kansas as well. Manhattan, Kansas is back with its Star Spangled Spectacular. It's the 3rd year they've done this. Cardboard boxes are at the center of it all. We had Willie Thomas with the Manhattan Parks and Rec Foundation let us know what their activity is all about. It's a little bit different, because, you know, everybody has a parade and everybody does fireworks. So you decided to do what? What is your Star Spangled Spectacular?
Yeah, so we wanted to create an event for Manhattan that could be a focal point for Independence Day, allow families to come together, the community to come together, be creative, be innovative, and just have all around fun before the big festivities later on in the evening. So we created the Cardboard Box Regatta.
And it's exactly like what it sounds.
And so what that does is kids get to come in, you know, early in the morning. When I say early, I mean like 9 a.m. And they get an hour to create a cardboard boat out of cardboard and duct tape. And then we line them up across City Park Pool. and then they get to race against each other to see who can get across the fastest.
And we have some photos from this from the past years. This is what, year number 4 for it?
This is number 3.
Number 3,
Yep.
year number 3 for it. And so there are some adults they're helping. So how does that work?
Yeah, so the parents, brothers, sisters, they get together with the kids that enter, and they help them come up with a design, build the boat, get it taped up, and ready for the race across the pool.
So an adult can help, but the kids are the ones who have to do it.
Yes, they're the ones that have one kid has to get that boat across the pool.
Okay, which is very fun, although there are some adults hoisting trophies as well. So you've got a couple new things going on. Well, one thing's new, one thing is not so new. So you have the corporate challenge again.
Yep.
And how does the corporate challenge work?
So the corporate challenge is used to get local businesses in our community to compete against each other, you know, that friendly rivalry.
Or not so friendly.
It gives them the opportunity to construct a boat as well, still only out of cardboard and duct tape.
And do they still have that same time frame parameter, or can they build it in advance?
They get to build it in advance.
Oh.
So they get really creative. So last year was the first year that we did it with the corporate challenge, and we had some amazing boats that came out, just the decorativeness and the creativeness of what they constructed. And some of the team names were pretty interesting as well. But they have, from the time that they register for the corporate challenge.
I'm laughing because I can just imagine that some of the team names are maybe a little bit humorous.
So from the time they register until the day of the event, they can build their boat. And then it's the same concept. They race against each other across the pool to see who can get there to the other side the fastest.
But not everybody maybe wants to spend time with their coworkers on the holidays. So you just have a straight adult category this year?
We do. So we've noticed that over the past 2 years, some of the older kids were a little disappointed that they wouldn't be able to compete.
Oh yeah, because the kids category is what age group?
5 to 14.
Okay, so if you're over 14, you get put in the adults.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we wanted to create an opportunity where some of the older kids could still compete. So we created the 15 and above division to where, you know, even if mom and dad want to get out there and compete against each other, they can, to see who has the most creative skills in building a boat.
Now, are they going to build during the build window, or can they build in advance?
They also get to build in advance.
And how do you control that they're using like legal materials and not just like hiding something in there?
Yeah, so we actually had one competitor in our first year, as kind of a joke, build something that had prohibited items involved.
Don't do that. Don't.
So we do have people checking the boats to make sure that it is strictly cardboard and duct tape.
And duct tape.
Yep.
All right. And as far as the kids competition, are those supplies all provided on that day?
Yep.
Okay.
So each kid gets one brand new piece of cardboard and one roll of duct tape, and then we also do have scrap cardboard. If they want to, you know, create fins or, you know, a mast that would pretend to have a sail on it.
This is like STEM education at its finest.
Oh, absolutely.
And all the money goes to what?
So all the proceeds go directly to the Manhattan Parks and Rec Foundation, which is centered around elevating access to Parks and Rec facilities, events, programs, so that everybody in the community can be involved, because Parks and Rec really does provide great opportunities for being creative, getting involved, doing a sport that maybe you didn't think you would want to try, but
like
also
racing a cardboard box,
but also providing opportunities for leadership.
Absolutely.
You know, kids get an opportunity to experience things that they may not have experienced anywhere else. And so when they get together and, you know, through volunteers, time, they just have those opportunities to have leadership experience that they can then carry forward.
Absolutely. And so $35 for the youth registration, adults $50, $250 for the corporate challenge. July4MHK.com is where you go to register in advance. Can you register day of?
You absolutely can register the day of.
So if you're like, I'm going to try building it, then you can show up in the adult or corporate division and just pay your entry fee that day.
Absolutely.
And you avoid the online fees. Not that they're that much, but I'm just saying there's like, you know, a few dollars online when you register. So always fun. July 4th, be there in the morning at City Park Pool and just laugh along with everyone else before your nighttime festivities. Willie, thank you.
Thank you for having
me. You bet. As Willie said, they're going to get that all out of the way in the morning of July 4th. And so then you have the rest of the day for your family picnics and, of course, any fireworks activities. taking place that night. The day after the 4th, an iconic feature returns to the area near downtown Topeka. If you know the capital city, you know that Topeka High School is one of the iconic landmarks we have here. That amazing architecture and that bell tower. That bell tower that really doesn't house bells, it houses chimes. Jerry Anderson is back for a 24th year of presenting a patriotic chimes concert. He visited to tell us about it. And Jerry, first off, I'm sure you're going to want to clarify, these are not bells.
No, they're chimes.
They are chimes.
They're tubular chimes.
Yeah. Describe
they're big
what
brass chimes that hang down from a rack with a hammer that hits them.
the hammer hits them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how they make the sound.
They make the sound.
How many actual notes are there?
18 notes on this system.
That's it.
That's it. So you have to fit the music for the notes you have.
How did you learn how to do this?
I just learned back about 24 years ago when I started. I'm a graduate at Topeka High. Was always interested in chimes at Topeka High. Joan Barker got me started, and of course I'm a church organist, and I can fix organs and repair pipe organs and that. So it's just right down my alley.
It was.
Yes.
But it's a little bit different than an organ, isn't it?
It
I
is,
mean, in an organ, I see all like 2 levels and 3 levels of keys
You just
and
have
pedals.
one little keyboard to play.
One little tiny. Well, we actually have some video of last year's
Here's
concert where we can kind of see you behind that little keyboard. How long did it take you to master this?
Oh, about 1 day.
What?
Yeah.
Because you'd already been doing the organ, and so this was
just kind of part of that. Yeah, it was very easy. So.
What? I don't know how easy it would be. The music, you said you have to kind of fit the music to make it fit 18 notes. There's your little keyboard right there.
Yes.
Did you have to develop this music yourself? Or did
Yes, I
someone
had to
write?
transpose it on a computer. So it's like playing a hymn, but you have to transpose it up because it's not in the right key.
How many people know how to do chimes like this?
I'm not sure how many. Topeka High is the only Deegan chimes at a public school in the United States.
This is
it.
This is like a known brand of
Yeah,
chimes.
they were developed back in the 30s, and they made a lot of chime systems. Now, Grace Cathedral has a smaller set.
Okay.
But Topeka High is the only public school that has one in the United States, so it's very unique.
So this has kind of become a patriotic tradition for you.
And
around 4th of July, you do this.
Yes,
So
yes.
what kind of songs will we be expecting
You'll
to
hear all the patriotic songs, the Army songs, the Air Force songs, and then you'll hear a couple military songs too, so, and maybe some Broadway songs.
Broadway songs with only 18 notes.
Yes, like The Sound of Music is a good example, yeah. But this year we're adding something special.
Oh.
We're adding the Topeka High drum line
Yay.
with the event. So they're going to be out there playing. They're famous around here.
Are they your warm-up act?
They're going to be part of the act.
Oh.
So they're actually going to do the Star Spangled Banner with somebody singing from the group. And then I'll play for a while. And then in the middle, they're going to do a show.
Okay,
So
I
you're
like
going
it.
to do 2 things this year in honor of the 250th anniversary.
Well, that will be fun.
Yeah.
That will be fun. So this is on Sunday evening. So if you're like, I've got my 4th of July already lined out, wish I could go, you can, because it's on Sunday, July 5th, outside Topeka High. Again, the special guest, the Topeka High Drumline. Bring your lawn chairs. It starts at 6 o'clock. There are a few little areas of shade, right?
There's a lot of shade around Topeka High. There are a lot of trees.
Yes, so there will be places to stay cool. Bring your cooler, stay hydrated, and hear Jerry with the chimes. Now, Jerry, I was saying, is there anyone else here locally who does this? You're the only one, but...
I'm training a new person.
So he's training the next generation so that this does not ever go away. We
No,
want this
we're always
tradition
going to make
forever.
this a Topeka High tradition.
I love it,
A
Jerry.
Trojan tradition.
Hoy, hoy, mighty Troy. as
That's
you
right.
say,
Hoy,
right?
hoy, mighty Troy. Yes.
Jerry, thank you.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it. Have
Thank
a good
you.
time on Sunday, and
I
happy
will.
4th to you. Jerry always puts on a good show, and of course the Topeka High Drumline, very skilled as well. So bring your lawn chairs out on Sunday, July 5th for an evening of great music. You can see the video with these guests and all of the guests who come through our studios on our Eye on Northeast Kansas show on WIBW.com. Just look for the Eye on Northeast Kansas section. You will also find it if you go to our Roku platform, our streaming platforms. It is all there on the news app as well. Plus, if you go to my Facebook page, WIBW Melissa Bruner, you will see a little behind the scenes look with our studio selfies. Until next time, we'll see you on the Red Couch.